St John and Roses on Radio 1. Greg James on the way, and the time now is 6:30. Time for Radio 1 Newsbeat with Roisin Hasty.
NHS staff are asking people to stay at home.
Newsbeat.
Doctors and nurses working on the front line in the coronavirus crisis are asking people to do their part in stopping it spreading. It comes as the government's going to discuss if tougher laws are needed to force people to stay at home. Newsbeat's Nomia Iqbal has more.
NHS staff have been saying this for a while, but they've stepped up their efforts to get the message out there themselves.
You can play your part to enable us to play ours.
A team from the Belfast Trust in a video where they're all standing 2 metres apart. Under new proposals, airports could shut and police would get powers to force anyone with symptoms to self-isolate. Earlier, we spoke to A&E doctor Tom just as he was finishing his night shift.
There's lots of information on the 111 website to try and relieve all of these really pressurised services.
Well, Tom told us that his staff have enough personal protective equipment to keep themselves safe, but some parts of the NHS in England are reporting they don't. 1 million more face masks are being sent out from today. Here's the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock.
And I'm listening very carefully when I hear that there's a problem on the front line and then trying to get in there and fix it.
Newsbeat. Elsewhere, major places are closing down from today. All of McDonald's restaurants will shut down, including its takeaways and drive-through services. The same with Nando's. Primark's also announced it won't open for the foreseeable future and all staff will be looked after. Parents are being told to keep their children at home today. All schools in the UK are officially closed except for children of key workers like health staff and prison officers. But teachers' unions are worried. Here's Paul Whiteman, the General Secretary of the National Association of Head Teachers.
The plan was always to care for the very few that have nowhere else to go to help halt the spread of the virus. So my appeal to the parents of these children is if you're a key worker and you can have them looked after away from school, please do so.
The number of people who've died with coronavirus in the UK now stands at 281. That includes an 18-year-old patient with an underlying health condition. Internationally, more than 1 billion people are under curfew in India. The capital, Delhi's gone into official lockdown, while New Zealand's become the latest country to order a full shutdown. Meanwhile, there's some hope coming out of Italy, the worst-hit country where thousands have died from the virus. Officials say there's been a drop in the rate of deaths and new infections. Anne Johnson is a professor in these sorts of epidemics at the University College London.
There is a glimmer of hope here because, importantly, it's about 2 weeks now since there were lockdown measures in many parts of Italy, and they've been going through social distancing measures for some time.
Some other news we wanted to tell you about: a 7-year-old girl has died after being stabbed by a stranger in a park in Bolton. A 30-year-old woman who didn't know the family was arrested at the scene. And just back to coronavirus, it looks like pressure is growing for the Summer Olympics to be postponed. Canada says it won't be sending a team to Japan this summer, and for the first time, the Japanese Prime Minister's admitted it might be necessary to delay the games. You weather: another dry and fine day for most of the UK, but windy and wet for northwest Scotland. This is Newsbeat at 6:33.
Roisin, thank you. And Adele Roberts, thank you, and good morning. Welcome to Monday's Radio 1 Breakfast, the 23rd of March. Shall we hear from a vicar? Let's hear from a vicar to start off with. Now don't worry, this is not me playing out a sermon, but something funny happens towards the end of it. This is Reverend Beach. He was holding his first online service for a church in Plymouth.
Well, welcome back to the last part of our online worship experience from St Jude Parish Church. And it's a great thing to pause in the presence of God and to ask the question, Lord God, what are you saying to us? And then, of course, to wait for an answer. I've just been pausing between these... Oh dear, I just caught fire. Oh my word.
What's God trying to tell you there, mate?
Radio 1 Breakfast
With Greg James. You should leave that one to work that one out yourself. That was Reverend Beach, who, by the way, is fine, and we say good morning, Vicar, to Reverend Beach, St Buddha Church in Plymouth. He's so casual, isn't he? He's very, very calm. He's a good man for a crisis.
Oh dear, I just caught fire. Oh my word.
Oh dear, I've just caught fire there. Oh dear, my leg seems to have dropped off. Not Not to worry. So that's his attempt at working from home. Trying to do online service. Good. Moments you've realised you're not very good at working from home. Lydia on Twitter. She put this on over the weekend. Me and my dad are sharing a dining room table working from home. He's an aerospace engineer on a conference call ordering fuselage prototypes. I, on the other hand, am drawing a duck. Moments you've realised you're not very good at working from home, please, on 81199, and let's start a brand new week of Radio 1 Breakfast.
Radio 1 Breakfast
with Greg James. Dear God, adjust my dreams for me.
Conan Gray, this is Maniac on The Breakfast Show. Monday morning. Hello, and hi. 6:45, this is Greg James. Destiny's Child, great to hear Jumpin'. Second up this morning. We started off with Biffy Clyro, Instant History, and I hope you're good. I'm sure your weekend was unusual. Loads coming up on today's show between now and 10, including at 7:50 and related to having an unusual weekend. Not all the latest things, but all the lamest things. Because all of us had unusually low-key Friday, Saturday nights, I would suggest. Maybe we're getting used to the new normal. Also, we are going to have the quiz this week at 7:15, but it's not going to be yesterday's quiz. By popular demand, because the news is very much one note at the moment, and endless, and relentless, we are not going to have yesterday's quiz. It is going to be yesteryear's quiz. All the things that happened on this day a year ago. 7:15 this morning for the first instalment of that. Elsewhere, we have the brilliant Sideman from 1Extra and, well, the internet. Very funny man, Sideman. And he's going to be on with us at 8:15 today as the Fact Controller returns. So who have we got here at 81199? Gregory, please pick up all the school staff on their way in. Not just teachers, but team assistants, mealtime supervisors, etc. Yes, hello to all the people that are still keeping everything running at schools, because the kids of key workers and stuff are still getting taught and everything. So yes, big up to all of you. Annie, good morning to you. Loved hearing Jumping. She says, I'm on the way into the office for the last time for God knows how long. Wishes everyone well. Thank you, Annie. We've got Faye, who is on the way to work for a 12.5-hour shift at Cornwall's only hospital. Destiny's Child has set her up for the day. That is from Staff Nurse Faye. Thank you, Staff Nurse Faye. And I hope you have a good day today. You're going to have a busy day, but we appreciate you. You're an absolute hero. And also, Rebecca says, Greg, that vicar you played at the start of the show that set himself on fire by accident is the guy that came to our school. He was our school vicar. Yeah, that's Reverend Beach. And from St. I can't say it properly. What is it?
Well, welcome back to the last part of our online worship experience from St. Buda Parish Church.
Buda.
And it's a great thing to pause in the presence of God and to ask the question, Lord God, what are you saying to us? And then, of course, to wait for an answer. I've just been pausing between these... Oh dear, I just caught fire. Oh my word.
Coming up at 7:15
on Radio 1 Breakfast with Greg James.
Yesterday's quiz.
If you want me to, we can do it all night. No one else will do. Like it was the first time. You got me feeling something, it's true. You got me feeling more than I knew. It all night. Like it was the first time.
Radio 1.
Oh, Annie's here. Hi, Annie.
Hi, love. I'm quite looking forward to being a homeschool teacher, I've got to say.
Oh my God, right, lesson 1, Diplo. Now let me tell you, guys, sunglasses back on, I've said. Glow sticks in the air. Untuck your shirts. Do rock on the chairs. It's time for history. This is trance. Originated in ancient Germany.
Oh my God, stop!
Nick Grimshaw back this afternoon from 4.
BBC. You're the one that I've been waiting for.
That is Gaga and Stupid Love on The Breakfast Show. It's 6:54. And this is Greg James. Welcome. So plenty of stuff to distract you, to make you laugh, to relax you, just to be there for you. We're going to start off again this week as we left off on Thursday. And of course, across the whole weekend on Radio 1. It's actually really comforting for me, and I know all these people, to hear all my pals still on the radio over the weekend and stuff. And Matt and Molly on Friday as well. So, we're all good. We're happy to be here. And as I said last week, it helps us loads as well. Something nice to focus on. And I always say that this show cheers me up, so good. We're on. Oh, by the way, we have had a complaint. David Benjamin's been on and says, excuse me, can you give me credit for the yesteryear's quiz idea? I really wanted to, David, but I couldn't remember your exact name. But thank you for reminding me that it's David Benjamin. And do you know what? We're going to give him star listener status today. David, thank you. And as we said, we're not going to be doing any sending out of... it's unnecessary post at this time. We don't need to be clogging up the system with that. But there will be... we're going to keep you in sort of... You're a legend now, so that's enough for you.
I feel by the wayside. Before you go.
Lewis Capaldi, and Before You Go on The Breakfast Show. It's Monday morning. Let's get some news and sport. It's 7 o'clock. Here's Roisin.
NHS workers have an important message for the public.
Newsbeat.
If you choose to stay at home, you will save lives. That's the message from a team of doctors and nurses in Belfast, which has gone viral on social media.
Doctors and nurses have died. We need to stay healthy so we can help you. Stay at home.
NHS workers on the front line in the coronavirus crisis have been taking matters into their own hands to ask people to self-isolate. Newsbeat's Nomia Iqbal has more.
Over the weekend, there have been pictures of people still hanging out in large groups at markets and parks, even though the government advice is not to.
You have to stay 2 metres apart.
Today, ministers are expected to approve tougher new laws to force people with symptoms to stay at home. It could see airports shut and police get the power to make people self-isolate. Tom, an A&E doctor, finished his night shift earlier.
Even if you feel well, you need to practice social distancing. Your actions today will depend on the ITU beds in 10 to 20 days' time.
The number of people who've died with coronavirus in the UK now stands at 281. That includes an 18-year-old patient with an underlying health condition.
Newsbeat.
All schools in the UK are officially closed today because of the outbreak. Pupils whose parents are key workers like NHS staff and delivery drivers can still go in, but teacher unions have stressed only if it's absolutely necessary. Paul Whiteman is from the National Association of Head Teachers.
Please approach your school not with a sense of entitlement, but with a sense of cooperation and mutual support within your community to make sure that those that absolutely have to get to work to support the response to the virus can.
As well as schools, there are some other big closures. McDonald's is shutting all of its restaurants in the UK by the end of today. Not even their takeaway service or drive-through will be available. Nando's is doing the same. Trains are also being scaled back across Britain from this morning. But there will be a reduced service running for those who can't work from home. Internationally, more than 1 billion people in India have been on a 14-hour curfew. The country's seen fewer fewer cases in the UK. Nishta Gautam works as a journalist in the capital, Delhi, and says people are staying indoors.
The enormity of coronavirus has hit home. People have actually begun to take it seriously, and majority of the offices declared work from home policy.
New Zealand's gone on full lockdown, keeping only supermarkets and chemists open. There's a glimmer of hope from Italy. It's been the hardest hit country, where more than 3,000 people have died of the virus, but officials say there's been a drop in the rate of deaths and new infections. The country's now been closed off for nearly 2 weeks. And some other news we wanted to let you know: a 7-year-old girl has died after being stabbed by a stranger in a park in Bolton. A 30-year-old woman who wasn't known to the family was arrested at the scene. The weather: another dry and fine day for most, but windy and wet for northwest Scotland. This is Newsbeat. It's 3 minutes past 7.
Thank you. I'm in the habit of saying news and sport, but then remembered no sport. Good morning and welcome to Monday's Radio 1 Breakfast. This is Greg James. And we need to get yesterday's quiz on, but it's different. It's going to be yesteryear's quiz. However, there will still be dingers. H there, AJ Tracy. Rain. And Girls Aloud, Love Machine before that. Huge. Martin Solveig and Roy Woods, lest we forget. And Juliet and Romeo before that. We are approaching 7:15. And we are not doing yesterday's quiz. We decided, with a little help from listener David, not a little help, all help, it was his idea, to do yesteryear's quiz. Because the news is, it's just about one thing at the moment, isn't it? And not really anything else going on. So what we thought we'd do is wind the clock back to happier times. Monday the 23rd of March, 2019. So get yourself in that headspace. It's exactly 12 months ago. Load of stuff that happened on that day. And that's what Stacey is going to be answering questions on today. Good morning, Stacey.
Morning.
This is an experiment and you are a guinea pig.
Yeah, I've not been able to find a lot of news for this time last year, but here we go.
Yeah, well, it's, let's see how it goes. If it's great, then brilliant. If it's terrible, then it is David's idea and his fault, so we can blame him. So it's fine. Stacey, tell me about your team. First of all, the name and how you all know each other.
So we're called The Right Mix of Accents, and we're all civil servants working in Manchester. Okay. But we're called Right Mix of Accents because I'm from Wigan, Sam is from Newcastle, Julie's from Manchester, and Ali is from Chorley. So we're a right bunch of mixed civil servants.
A few of those, I reckon, to the uninitiated, and if you wouldn't know, that a few of those accents, people would just be like, that's a northern accent.
Yes.
Manchester, Chorley, Wigan, I imagine there's not a great deal of difference, but I probably just insulted.
Oh, Julie's posh Manchester, though. So.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because, it's not that far between those places, but fine. So Julie's posh Manchester. What's Chorley? What's Ali in Chorley? What's that one?
You would probably think she's similar to me, Northern, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can work out a difference. Stacey, thank you for being on this week, and you're working from home, are you, at the moment?
I am, yeah, working from home, trying to make it as fun as we can.
Well, thank you for getting up early and doing the quiz today. What time are you supposed to be at your desk normally?
I usually get in for about 8, so I'm ready to go for a run straight after this.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Make sure you're distancing. Make sure you're 2 metres away from anyone.
I will do. I'll go run over a lake near my house, so I'll be fine.
90 seconds on the clock. A load of questions about stuff that happened exactly a year ago. Are you ready for yesteryear's quiz?
Yeah.
Let's go. And your time starts now. The Prince of Wales was on a trip to Cuba this time last year, but what's his name?
King Charles. Prince Charles.
No, it's Prince Charles. Which boxer, also known as the Gypsy King, was announced to fight Tom Schwartz?
Tyson Fury.
Correct. The People's Vote March was 1 year ago. Organisers said over 1 million people took part in which UK city?
London.
Yes. World number 1, Naomi Osaka, crashed out of the Miami Open, but in which sport?
Tennis.
Yes. Which party in the USA singer posted an almost naked picture with a big dog on Instagram?
Miley Cyrus.
Correct. Which runner, famous for the Mobot, celebrated his 36th birthday a year ago?
Mo Farah?
Correct. Which tennis player, sisters with Venus, pulled out of a tournament with an injury?
Oh, I can't remember. Julie Roberts.
No, Serena Williams. Which Caitlyn was spotted supporting Kanye West by wearing Yeezys?
Jenna.
Yes. Which couple who won Love Island were reportedly renting a luxury home together in Essex?
Olivia and Alex?
No, it was Jack and Danny. It was the anniversary of the release of which film starring Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss Everdeen?
Oh, God, Rabbit.
No, it was The Hunger Games. What time was it at this time last year?
7:16 a.m.
Correct. Which British comedian known for his Good News TV show celebrated his 39th birthday this day last year?
Zac Efron?
No, it was Russell Howard. The 23rd of March is National Puppy Day. Spell puppy.
Puppy.
Yes, Chris Pratt was pictured on a lunch date with his fiancée Catherine Schwarzenegger, but who's her famous dad?
Arnold.
It is Arnold! And that is your time up, Stacey. It was, it's kind of tricky doing a Yes to the Years quiz, isn't it?
It is tricky. I had a few random answers in there.
But it weirdly makes me sort of miss a year ago, which I'm not sure had the desired effect. We wanted to distract people from being sad, but that's actually made me sadder that we weren't in this mess a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay, 9 points today from you, Stacey. It's unprecedented. We've never had Yes to the Years quiz before, so we will see.
I've got the best one.
We'll see how Julie gets on tomorrow. So Julie's Posh Manchester. We'll chat to her tomorrow. And thank you for being on this morning. Enjoy your run and have a good day at work from home.
Thank you.
Speak to you soon, Stacey. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
And there's more quiz tomorrow.
You know I love that violence that you get around here, that kind of ready, steady violence.
BBC News at 6:30. This is Tina Dehealy. The government has acknowledged problems in getting protective equipment to NHS workers in England fighting the coronavirus outbreak. But the Health Secretary Matt Hancock said millions of masks and other items had been delivered in recent days and good progress was being made. People are being advised not to go to campsites, second homes or caravan parks for holidays or to isolate themselves. Officials said they risked adding to the burden on local services. Schools across the UK are closed, but children of key workers such as NHS staff can still attend. Trains are running on a reduced timetable across Britain from this morning as many people stay at home. The government has agreed a plan with the rail industry to respond to the fall in passenger numbers while keeping vital services running. And Japan's Prime Minister has acknowledged for the first time that the Tokyo Olympics, scheduled to begin in July, might have to be postponed. Today's weather, a dry and bright day for much of England and Wales. Cloud will build in Scotland and Northern Ireland, with rain and strong winds in the Northwest Highlands. That's the BBC News that are next at 7.
Good morning, Tina. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
How was your weekend?
It was great. Do you know what I did for the first time in a decade?
Oh, yes.
Got on a bike.
You got on a bike?
Went for bike rides
and
all weekend.
And that went well for you?
I didn't fall off.
Fantastic.
I did fall off.
You see, the things that we're going to do again that we haven't done for so many years, it's going to be very exciting. Thank you very much, darling. See you in a minute.
BBC Radio 2.
Good day, sunshines. How are you? Monday wonders. How was your first weekend of social distancing? New kind of living for us all. Really hope you saw some sunshine and had some lovely moments of calm, like Lady V just said. And thanks to Vanessa for the show this morning. You're not alone. Radio 2, we're going to be here for you all the way. And we're kicking off with the Doobie Brothers. Marvellous. Long train running, keep on moving. The Doobie Brothers, 6:35. Welcome, Monday the 23rd of March 2020. Sunshine pouring through the window into the Radio 2 studio, and their morning scenes as Tina and Richie and myself wipe down all the surfaces in front of us. In fact, Tina was cleaning the radio muff so much that she actually breathed in the fumes of the wipes there and she nearly passed out.
I did, and then I was too worried about clearing my throat because I thought people might think I've got it.
If they hear you cough, they're going to think you've got it. I know. Have you found that thing now that's, sometimes you do just get a really dry throat? Because I think there's a lot of hay fever around the moment.
Yeah.
And you start coughing and then you're thinking people looking at you paranoid in a car park or such. Tina is here with the news. She's keeping us up to date every half hour.
It's changing a lot.
It is changing a lot. Richie is going to be here letting us know about the travelling. If you're travelling, if you're taking trains or, what the situation is out there.
Well, the trains that are left.
Yes. Will they? And also this weekend, Richie, how was it for you?
Yeah, so my
Tina
mum
went on a bike because this is very exciting.
I know, for the first time in
She
over
might
10
not be
years.
allowed on a bike soon, but she's been on a bike now. What did you do?
So my mum gave me a 7-day food package just in case I have to quarantine, which includes a tinned full English breakfast.
Sounds
sounds delicious.
What's in the full English breakfast in a tin?
Processed sausage, mushroom, beans and bacon. I'll bring it in and we'll share it.
Okay, don't knock at anyone because that could be what we're surviving on. The Prod Squad are here this morning. I've made them wait, you see. Morning. Ainsley Harriott is still here.
Good morning, Zoe.
Thank you, lovely Ainsley. If you would like to celebrate a superhero in your life, someone who's achieving brilliant things this weekend, or perhaps it's you. Have you done an early yoga session? Have you tidied the boards game cupboard up? 88291, that's straight through to the team. Thanks, darling. Welcome to the show.
Sun setting through the curtain, and darling, you look perfect tonight. I just wanna hold you, wish I could freeze frame the moment. Hey. Everything is golden as the lights go down. It's only you. 'Cause this is like a movie, the very last scene, baby, just you and me. I'm asking softly, is this love out?
JP Cooper in these arms, 6:40. So have we got any superheroes already for the breakfast show this morning? Well, we have. Morning, Zoe. Just home from walking Grace, my gorgeous Labradoodle. Then off to school. Well, we'll be looking after the children of other superheroes, the children of key workers. Anne-Marie doing sterling work. It's a beautiful morning. The sunshine really made a difference, didn't it, this weekend? Morning, so I would like to nominate the staff at Asda Greenhive for superhero status. They've kept on smiling and doing their best to serve the local community. This is from Nicola in Greenhive in Kent. And I give a shout out to Richie's mum, Nikki, because she works in a supermarket. And, anybody working in a small grocery shop, they're kind of on the front line at the moment. So people, be patient and be kind. They are doing their best to get those supplies onto the shelves and just just have a little bit of patience when you're in the supermarket. Morning, Zoe. Please say hi to my superhero husband, Derek, who's in his car on his way to wind up operations, hopefully temporarily, at the travel company he runs. Meanwhile, I'm on my spin bike, listening to the tunes, pedalling hard and bracing myself for day one as mummy tutor to Charlie, who's 11, and Poppy, who's 8. That is from Natalie. And dear Zoe, my superhero is my youngest daughter, Yasmin. She's a junior doctor. She's been working long hours in A&E at Warrington Hospital. She's exhausted, but she's not giving up. I'm so proud of her. From her dad.
Don't do that. All the dogs start when you do that.
Lisa Tarbuck.
Welcome along. The Horn of Plenty here with music to ease and escort you from one area of your day to the next.
Hey, sitting on this food.
A portal of what could be. God, that's good. Listen to me if you want to.
Lisa Tarbuck.
Saturday night from 6 on BBC Radio 2.
Oh, she's like a little paradise for 2 hours every weekend. Lisa Tarbuck there. So generally, if there are superheroes you'd like to shout at this morning, we'll scatter them throughout the show. 88291.
Make me feel funny.
world of our own. It feels a bit like that here at the moment because we are a very much slimmed down Prod Squad and team, aren't we, Richie? Because we're trying to have less people at the BBC, like everybody, less people in work. We are key workers, which we were all really chuffed about. It is our job to keep people entertained and keep you moving, keep you smiling out there. So anyway, yes, we slimmed down. It's just ain't nobody here but us chickens is what I keep wanting to sing. There's me and Richie and there's Santa Baby and Nels and lovely Nick next door. So we're here for you all morning, and I'll keep the superhero shouts scattered throughout the show because there are people out there doing amazing things at the moment. So if you, won't just do it in the half hour of the show, the first half hour when we normally do superhero half hour. We'll do it throughout the show. So feel free if there are people who you think are going that extra mile for you at the moment, you'd like a mention on the show. 88291. For example, Karen, who runs a gym that lots of my friends go and use. When she found out that she had to close the gym, she has horses as well. She got a horse box. She filled it with all the gym equipment, and then she sort of distributed it around to sort of all the people that she trains. So, you know, a few people got a punch bag, some people got a bench with some weights, some people got the medicine balls, which I thought was a really lovely thing to
Karen.
do. I know, go Karen. Good morning. I work on the gas rig off Norwich, and I was wondering if you could say a big hi to all my superhero workmates on the Cleaton platform, please. We're finding new ways to keep ourselves entertained. Dave hasn't gone into detail about what those ways are to keep themselves entertained, but Dave-o, do share with us. And he says, keep up the good work. You've got some over there as well, Richie.
Yeah, morning Zoe, Tina, Richie and all the Prod Squad. Can I just say a good morning to all the superhero teachers around the country who are currently preparing to remote school our young people. Right now, this is Jen in Glasgow, by the way. Right now, I'm at home getting ready to homeschool my 1, 5 and 9-year-old. I'm feeling like a superhero right now, but I think they'll think I'm a villain later. Can you detention your own kids?
I know, can you? I know. There's going to be some interesting methods used, I imagine. I don't think I could homeschool now. She teaches me. She's already teaching me about cooking. We've been doing pom-poms. We've played some brilliant games this weekend. We played Game of Life. We played Pie Face Showdown, but we didn't have any cream, unfortunately. So we did it with the wet sponge thing. And we played Mousetrap.
Oh, I love Mousetrap.
They are all the games we have in our house, so we may need to get some more, otherwise we might go slightly mad. Morning, Zoe. I was hoping that you could give the coach drivers a quick mention. I am about to go to work to pick up the children of the key workers and take them to school. I'd like to say a big well done to all my fellow coach drivers out there during these tough times, and a mention from you guys would give us a massive boost. Always listen to the show. Patrick, you take care out there, my lovely man.
BBC Radio. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
Simone of Feeling Good. So what do we need on a Monday morning? I tell you what we need. We need Maximum Music Monday. We have tunes a go-go for you this morning on the show. We'll have some show and tell because that always cheers us up of a day. We've got some pick your own playlists, and we will read your messages for all your superhero loved ones. So keep them coming. 88 to 91. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 7 o'clock on Monday, the 23rd of March. Good morning, this is Tina DeHealy. The Health Secretary Matt Hancock is promising to give NHS staff the right kit to fight the coronavirus. The government has issued a plea to avoid all non-essential travel after tourist sites saw huge numbers of visitors. The outbreak has led to more high street closures and brought more disruption to the courts. The Health Secretary Matt Hancock has acknowledged there have been problems in distributing personal protective equipment to NHS staff in England dealing with the coronavirus pandemic, but has said he's determined to get the right kit to the right people. NHS England says more than 200 health organisations, including all its hospitals, have received fresh supplies in the last 3 days, and 1 million more face masks are being sent out from today. The Army is now helping to manage and distribute supplies. With more, here's our health editor Hugh Pym.
Millions of items of personal protective equipment for frontline staff have been delivered in the last few days, according to NHS England. Care homes and hospices, as well as GP practices, hospitals and ambulance trusts, have all received additional supplies. Matt Hancock said he was aware of concerns and was acting on them. NHS providers representing health trusts in England said there had been local shortages which were understandably fueling anxiety over staff safety. And while there were signs of significant increases in distribution, further rapid improvement was required.
The government's appealing to people not to travel to second homes or tourist accommodation during the coronavirus crisis. It said such non-essential journeys put pressure on local communities and services. The advisory was updated after images emerged of hordes descending on parks, seaside resorts and beauty spots in defiance of calls to limit social interactions. The chief executive of Snowdonia National Park Authority, Amir Williams, says the advice so far has fallen on deaf ears.
We've seen levels of people that I haven't seen in my 30-year career. It's busier than August bank holiday. We even had a rave in one part of Snowdonia, which was totally unbelievable. So we have a real issue here of just the volume of people. Our population has doubled since last weekend. There are naturally tensions in our communities now because of this.
Teachers' unions are urging parents whose jobs are listed by the government as critical to fighting coronavirus to only send their children to school if they have no alternative. Schools are officially closed from today but will offer limited capacity for key worker families. The National Education Union says head teachers fear they will be inundated and has called on parents to play fair. New Zealand has become the latest country to order a full lockdown to try to contain the spread of the epidemic. All public venues will close over the next 48 hours, as will most shops except supermarkets and chemists. The Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, said the action was essential.
Medical modelling considered by Cabinet today suggests that without the measures I have just announced, up to tens of thousands of New Zealanders could die from COVID-19. Everything you will all give up for the next few weeks, all of the isolation and difficult time entertaining children, it will literally save lives. Thousands of lives.
Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has said it may become inevitable that a decision is taken to postpone this summer's Tokyo Olympics. Mr Abe told the country's parliament that the pandemic may make it impossible to host them safely. Canada has said it will not send any competitors, while Australia has told its athletes to prepare for Games in 2021 instead. The Lord Chief Justice has temporarily halted all new jury trials in England and Wales until they can be conducted safely and in accordance with government advice on social distancing. Last week he stopped all new jury trials estimated to last for more than 3 days. More details from our legal correspondent Clive Coleman.
As the virus crisis deepens, the Lord Chief Justice has decided to pause trials until new measures on social distancing are in place in court buildings. He says considerable imagination and flexibility may be needed and is already happening in some